Let's change the microphone. You can still hear me? Yes. Yes. Okay. Now just come to kneel at the back of your mat. You can bring hands, palms up, palms down, wherever they land, but just right to the back of the mat. Close your eyes. Feel the tops of your feet press into the earth. And then see if you can rise from there. Lift your chest, lift up to the top of the head, and just soften through the shoulder blades. And breathe fully as you inhale and fully as you exhale. Just starting to create a rhythm with your breath in through the nose and out through the nose. As always, adapting this practice however you need, however your body needs. So thank goodness it's Friday. Some Fridays I have it like, yes, it's Friday. I've been at a work conference for the last couple of days, short work week. I don't have regular work today. So it's been like, it's Friday. So much to do. It brought me to a quote, a reminder that inner peace is not always a pristine calmness. Sometimes it's just accepting the tension that's inside you, without reacting to it. So literally feeling it without reinforcing it. And then just gently moving through your day. There's some version of that. So as we move through this practice, if tension arises, can you observe it, notice it? It's okay to notice that it's there. It's good to notice that it's there. But then simply move through it. Maybe that means shifting the poses a bit. But try not to give it any more importance than it deserves, which is just to acknowledge it and move on. One more deep, full breath in right where you are. Empty out completely. And open up your eyes, push into the tops of the feet. Take a huge inhale and just lift your hips up and reach up and back. You might feel I felt a little snap, crackle, pop. All right, but hips forward, chest high, reach up and back. No need to push it, but allow yourself to open. And one more big breath in. When you exhale, like you're kind of scooping ice cream here, scoop back with the fingers, palms face up. Drop your forehead towards the mat like you're doing child's pose. I'm going to do that 2 more times. Take a full breath in and rise up, reach up, look up. And then exhale, scoop out, dive deep, drop your head. And one more round, take a big breath in, open up, reach up, 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 and back. And then exhale, scoop, child's pose. And next time you breathe in, shift forward to a tabletop and right into high plank. Tuck your toes and lift your thighs. Breathe. And spread your fingers wide. Chest forward, big breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Push your hands down and forward. And just pull your hips way up. and back, breathing. And push every single finger down and forward, hips up and back. Take a huge breath in and rise up to the balls of your feet. Yeah, and then when you exhale, you're just going to drop your heels to the right and lower the heels towards the earth. Heels to the right, lower them down. Downward facing dog, heels to the right, breathe. See if you can lift the hips up and back a little bit more. And then next inhale, that was not a phrase. Heels up high. Next inhale. Exhale, heels to the left. And drop your hips, breathing. And push your hands down and forward, pull the hips. Lift the hips up and back. And breathe in. Rise up to the balls of the feet, heels up high. And when you exhale, just lower down to the knees again. Untuck your toes, hands to the thighs. Come to kneel at the back of the mat. And all the way to kneel at the back of the mat again. Big full inhale. Rise up, reach, and look. And when you exhale, scoop, child's pose. This time when you inhale, step the right foot forward to a lunge and then reach up and back and breathe. Yeah, so play with balance a little bit. Push your right heel down. When you get here, pull the right hip back. Draw the left hip forward. And then from there, just drop the hips and reach up high. Huge breath in, go up, go back. When you exhale, push into the right heel to lift the hips. Right foot comes back to meet the left, all the way back. So that child's pose, scooping out your ice cream. And just same thing, other side. So you know it's coming this time, left leg. Inhale, rise up, left foot forward. And drop the hips, breathe, yeah. And see if you can set up that foundation. Left hip back, right hip forward, drop the hips. And then lift up and back from there. Lift your chest, reach up. Huge breath in. Push into the left heel to lift your hips. Left leg back. Scoop it out, child's pose. Yeah, shift forward to high plank. Take a big breath in, tuck your toes, lift your thighs. And when you exhale, down dog, but this time bend your knees. Downward facing dog with bent knees. Push into the hands, pull the hips back. Yeah, breathe. And when you inhale, spring forward to a high plank, push off the balls of the feet, shift forward. And when you exhale, send your heels, just your heels to the right. And then bend your knees, pull your hips back. So it's like the down dog that you did, but knees bent. Knees to the left, heels to the right. Push the hands down and forward, pull the hips back. And next inhale, torpedo forward, high plank. Shift forward to the balls of the feet, chest forward. And when you exhale, other side, heels to the left. Bend your knees, pull the hips back and breathe. Knees to the right, to the left. Hips back. Next time you breathe in, shift forward, high plank. And when you exhale, this time lower all the way down to the belly. So shift forward, elbows straight back. All the way down to the belly, yeah. Untuck your toes, cobra pose. Lift your chest and your hands. Maybe hands first. And then squeeze your elbows in towards each other. One more breath in, chest high, hands high. Exhale, push back to kneel. So push into the hands. Hips towards the heels. Hands to your thighs, right to the back of your mat again. We'll just see if we can let that all flow. So inhale, push into the tops of the feet. Lift your hips, reach up high. Exhale, scoop out, child's pose. Right leg forward, take a big breath in. Reach all the way up. Exhale, child's pose, scoop. Other side, inhale, left leg. Step it forward, reach up high. And exhale, push back. Child's pose, scoop. Take a breath in, high plank. Take a breath out, down dog with bent knees, loaded beast. Yeah, inhale, torpedo forward. High plank. Heels to the right, bend the knees. Exhale, hips back. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, other side. Inhale, shift forward. And when you exhale, come all the way down to the earth. Yeah, cobra pose. Lift your hands, lift your chest. Breathe in. Push the hands down and forward. Push back to kneel, breathe out. One more time from the back of the mat. Lift your hips and reach up. Huge breath in. Exhale, scoop out, dive forward. Right foot forward, take a big inhale, step into that lunge, and then reach. Exhale, push away, back to child's pose. Other side, go for it. Drop into your lunge, reach up high, inhale. Exhale, push off the left heel to come back. Child's pose. High plank, take a big breath in, find your strength. And when you exhale, loaded beast, bend the knees, hips back. Shift forward, high plank, breathe in. Heels to the right, bend the knees, pull the hips back as you exhale. Inhale to shift forward, and exhale to move right over to the other side. Yeah, big breath in, high plank. Huge breath out all the way down. Cobra, breathe in. And all the way up and back to kneel. Whew, breathe out. Yeah, so shift forward to a high plank. And when you exhale, downward facing dog, tuck the toes and pull the hips up and back. And push your hands down and forward. Pull your hips up and back. Yeah, slow down. Next time you breathe in, rise up to the balls of the feet, heels high. Exhale, bend the knees, pull your hips way, way, way back. And then just walk your hands back to your feet. Hands back to your feet. Why not? At the back of the mat, ragdoll. So feet hips width distance. Fingers to opposite elbows and just drape your torso forward over your legs. Yeah, lean forward into this. So pull your hips forward. A little more weight in the balls of your feet. Drop your head. And lower your hands down and just bend your right knee. When you inhale, right fingertips to the ground, reach your left arm up high. Chest forward, so you can get a little longer through your spine. And then twist from there. Lower your left hand down. Lengthen out the right leg, bend the left knee, and reach your right arm up high. Right, big twist. And pull your chest forward away from the hips. Breathe in and then twist from the belly button. And lower the right hand down. Lengthen out the left leg, bend both knees, push into the feet, belly to spine, and slowly, just slowly up to stand at the back of your mat. Yeah. Push down into the feet, huge breath in, reach up and look up, open up. So hips forward, chest high. Find that big opening at the back of the mat, big breath in. Exhale like you're scooping out ice cream again. Hands come up and back behind you. And this time, if it feels okay, forward fold. If it feels okay, interlace your fingers. Push your knuckles up towards the sky. Yeah, drop your head and chest and breathe. One more full cycle of breath. Shift forward into the balls of the feet. Empty out completely. Just drop your hands. And then inhale, shift forward to a high plank. When you exhale, just a low plank this time. Elbows straight back. See if you can stop when shoulders line up with the elbows. Upward facing dog. Push into the tops of the feet and the hands. Lift your chest. Super big. Inhale. Yeah, and then exhale, downward facing dog. Push the hands forward. Pull your hips all the way up and back. And a big breath. Push the hands forward, pull the hips back. Big breath. Next, inhale, right leg high, stretch all the way up and back. And when you exhale, look forward. Step the right foot to the outside of your right hand. Lizard pose, right? Right foot to the outside of the right hand. Yeah. Press into the left hand. Turn all of your toes to the right and reach the right hand back behind you. Yeah, breathing. All of the toes to the right, right hand back behind you. Now take a big breath in. When you exhale, reach your right hand forward, bring your toes back to the front of the room, turn the ball of the back foot, right foot forward. And then walk your hands over to the left. Skandasana, side squat. Keep the right knee bent and just start to turn your left toes up towards the sky. So right knee bent, left leg long. Breathe. All right, here we go. We're finally rising up. Push into the right heel to lift your hips a little bit. Pivot to the back of the mat. Left toes to the back of the mat. And then rise up, warrior two. Left toes to the back of the mat, rise up. Warrior two, breathing. All right, left knee bent. Press into the right baby toe side of the foot. Yeah, reverse on your inhale, left arm high, right hand can come down your leg or behind your back. And then when you exhale, low plank at the back of the mat. Windmill the hands to frame the left foot, step the left foot back to meet the right. And high to low. Up dog, breathe in. Downward facing dog. Breathe out. Right leg again. Inhale, right leg high and really stretch through the toes. And then when you exhale, look forward and step into that right foot to the outside of the right hand, right? Intentional. Turn all of your toes to the right. Reach the right arm back behind you. Take a big breath in. And then when you exhale, reach the right hand forward, toes forward. Start to walk your hands to the left. Side squat, Skandasana, bend the right knee, left leg long. Pivot to the front of your mat. Take a big breath in, warrior two, left foot to the front, expand open. And just empty out the breath when you get here. Yeah, then reverse when you inhale. And find that low plank when you exhale. And high to low, let it go. Upward facing dog, big full breath in. And downward facing dog for a big full breath out. Inhale your left leg high. Take a stretch from the hip to the toes, reach. Exhale, lizard, look forward, left foot to the outside of your left hand. This time, all of your toes to the left. And reach the left hand back behind you. Right, push into the right hand, reach your left hand back. Yeah. Next time you breathe in, turn your toes back to the front of the room so you're on the ball of your right foot. Left hand inside of the left foot, walk your hands to the right side squat. So you're bending the left knee, lengthening out the right leg. Right toes high to the sky. Warrior two to the back of the mat, push into the left heel, pivot to the back, right toes to the back, expand open. All right, take a breath in when you get here. And then just empty it out and be here. Hips stay low, reverse. Breathe in, right arm high. Breathe out all the way down, low plank. So let go. Through your vinyasa. And back to down dog. Left leg again. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lizard. Look forward, step forward. Turn your toes to the left. Reach the left hand back behind you. Take a big breath in. Turn your toes to the front. Reach the left hand forward. Exhale. Walk your hands to the right, pivot, side squat. You bend the left knee, right leg long. Yeah, from there, warrior two to the front. Turn your right toes to the front and just expand open. And whatever else happened, you just get here, be here, breathe. And next breath in, reverse, reach your right arm up high. And then breathe out, come all the way down to low plank. Hello. Up dog on your in-breath. Dun, da, 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 down dog. On your out-breath. Yeah, shift forward to a high plank. Take a big breath in. And when you exhale, lower the knees, untuck your toes. Come to kneel at the back of your mat. Come to kneel at the back of the mat and breathe. Push into the tops of your feet. Take a breath in, lift your hips and reach all the way up and back. Yeah, this time, maybe reach your hands down towards your heels for camel pose. Or you can bring your hands to your lower back for support for camel pose. We're here for 3 more cycles of breath, give or take. And the next time you breathe in, use your abs to pull yourself back up to center. And then just gently exhale, hips towards the heels, forehead towards the mat, child's pose. Rise up and reach up. This time, step the right foot forward. Come into a lunge. Yeah, take both hands. A little different than we do typically with our twists. Take both hands and reach them to the right. And just take them from like where they are and just turn to the right and drop them. And then lean your chest forward, but keep reaching your hands back. Drop your hips down and forward. Lunge twist, breathe. See if you can drop the hips a little bit more into that lunge. And push into the right foot. Come back to center. Bring the right foot back. Scoop your hands, child's pose. And then same idea, other side. Step the left foot forward. Take a big reach up, 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 up. Drop the hips. And then you're just going to turn your torso to the left and sweep the arms down. Yeah. Once you've done that, draw your chest forward, hinge forward from the hips. Keep reaching your hands back. And go ahead and drop those hips down, 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 and forward. All right, drop, drop, drop your hips. Let go. Push into the left heel to come back to center. Left foot back to meet the right. Scoop out. Child's pose. Shift forward to a high plank. Breathe in. And when you exhale, bend the knees. Pull the hips back. Yeah, shift forward, high plank. Inhale. And this time, just side plank. Spin your heels to the right. Reach your left arm up high. Maybe stack the left foot on top of the right, side plank. Push it into the right hand, reach your hips up. Reach your left hand up, maybe look at the left hand. Can you take up a little bit more space right here? Push down, reach high. Huge breath in. Yeah, exhale, lower the left hand. Pull your hips back, down dog, bent knees. Inhale, shift forward, high plank. And this time, exhale, heels to the left. And reach your right arm up high. Push into the left hand, lift your hips. Stay here or stack right foot on top of left. Right, but either way, push the earth away, reach your hips up high, right hand up high. Huge breath in. Exhale, lower the right hand, downward facing dog, bent knees. Yeah, shift forward, high plank. Inhale. And lower all the way down to your belly. Exhale. This time, rise up into Sphinx. Come up onto your forearms and lift your chest. Breathe. And take your left thumb and just angle it in to touch your right thumb. And then bend your right knee. Reach the right hand around towards the right foot. And try not to just drop, try not to collapse here. Push into the left forearm, lift your chest. And then just take a gentle hug of your right heel in towards your bum. You might find that that heel comes a little closer if you just be here. Breathe here. And lower the right foot down. Lower the right forearm back down. Both fingers, both sets of fingers straight forward. Take a breath in, lift your chest, Sphinx. And then when you exhale, right hand comes in towards your left, angle it in. Bend the left knee, breathe. Reach the left hand around towards your left foot and take that little quad stretch, heel towards bum. Chest up high. Big full breath. And gently drop the left foot, come back onto your forearms. Take a super duper big inhale, chest high. And when you exhale, tuck your toes, lift your thighs and your hips for forearm plank. Here we are, forearm plank. Yeah, breathe. Belly button to spine. Chest forward, push into every single finger. Take one more big inhale. One more big exhale. And start to walk your feet up towards your elbows for dolphin pose. Feet in towards your elbows. Dolphin pose, push your hands down and forward. Drop your head. Big breath, push into the forearms. Soften your heels. And one more inhale. And deep full exhale. Drop to your knees. Untuck your toes and just come to kneel. Hands to the thighs, right wherever you land. Yeah, this time, take a breath in and just reach your arms up, but you can keep your hips down. And when you exhale, you're going to bring the right arm underneath the left for eagle arms. So right arm on your left, you can give yourself a hug or bring the backs of the hands together or the palms of the hands together, whichever works best for you. And from that position, can you lift your elbows up? And then gently draw the wrists forward away from your face. Drop the shoulder blades. And let your face is going to play a little game of peekaboo. So nothing moves except send your elbows to the right. Just your elbows to the right. Yeah, bring your elbows back to center. And then just your elbows, the wrists will naturally go with them. Send it to the left. And back to center. Yeah, from this position, lift your hips, lift your elbows, reach up and back. So pull your wrists up and away from your face. Drop your head up and back. Take one more big inhale. And when you exhale, unwind the arms. And just release child's pose. And come back to kneel, hands to the thighs. And we're just going same idea, other side. So nice big breath in to open up. And when you exhale, eagle arms, left arm underneath the right this time. And give yourself a hug, backs of the hands together or palms of the hands together. But that same idea, lift your elbows up. Gently draw the wrists forward. And then you can take your hands and keep them where they are. And just send your elbows over to the left. Chest stays straight forward, head stays straight forward. Now come back to center. And elbows over to the right. Drop the shoulder blades. Yeah, come back to center. From here, lift your hips, lift your elbows, and lift your wrists. Take a big breath in. Hips forward. Chest out. Exhale. And you gently draw the wrists away from your face, up towards the sky. Huge breath in. Exhale, release the arms. Find your way to child's pose. And shift forward, high plank. Nice deep breath in. Lower all the way down to your belly. Huge deep breath out. Take the right arm straight out from the right shoulder, shoulder height. Right arm extends straight out to the right. Palm of the right hand faces down. Or bend your left elbow so that you cactus your arm. Right fingers, palm of the right hand still down. Rotate over to the right cheek and your right hip for a twist. And breathe, breathe, breathe. So you completely drop your right side of your head, right temple to the mat. And just rocking over onto the right hip. Take just enough effort to come back to center. And then other side, left hand out to the left, palm down. Or bend at the left elbow, cactus the arm. And again, roll over onto the other side. So left temple, left cheek. Usually one or the other is going to hit. Left hip. Big breath. Yeah, one more big breath in. Exhale slowly, lower back to center. And just roll yourself over onto your back, please. And onto your back. When you get there, hug both knees into the chest. And then keep hugging the right leg in. Extend the left leg straight. Toes towards kneecaps, flex your feet. Send your left thigh down. And lengthen out the right leg from there. Just a gentle hug of your right leg towards your chest. And so both legs long. A gentle hug of the right leg towards your chest. Kick your right heel away from you. And pull your toes back towards your knees. Flex your feet. Breathe here for 3. Drop the shoulder blades, back of the head. Keep pushing through your heels for 2, even if it gets a little shaky. And last one. Lengthen out the right leg, point the right toes, and just reach your right toes away from you as you lengthen and lower the right leg all the way down to the ground. And then hug both legs into the chest. And both knees straighten. Keep hugging the left leg and lengthen out the right leg. Flex your feet, toes towards your kneecaps. And then lengthen out the left leg. And gently hug the left leg towards you. Keep pushing your heels away. To make that L shape with your legs. Full deep breaths. Drop the shoulder blades, back of the head's relaxed, face is relaxed. Release the arms, keep the left leg long, but point your left toes, stretch through the toes, inhale. And when you exhale, lengthen the left leg as you lower it all the way down to the earth. Hug both knees back to the chest, big squeeze. Yeah, and then keep your knees bent. Plant your feet on the ground. Very gentle supine twist. Drop your knees to the left and turn your head to the right. You're just going to let your knees fall heavy. Palms of the hands down. From the shoulder blades all the way to the fingers, fully supported. Take enough effort to bring your knees and head back to center. And then drop your knees to the right, head to the left. But same idea, just release, drop in. Take just enough effort to come back to center. And hug your knees back to your chest. Happy baby pose, happy laughing baby pose. So you can either grab the baby toe sides of your feet, which I have oddly never done before, but I'm gonna do it right now. Or you can grab the inner arches of your feet. Aim to stack ankles on top of the knees, so the bottoms of your feet face the sky. And then anchor down from there. Just drop every single muscle from the back of the head all the way to the base of the spine. Down into the mat. And if you feel fully released, and then start to rock a little bit from side to side. And just exploring any tension and tightness in the body so that you become aware of it. But again, no need to react to it. Just simply notice what feels tight or still has tension, if it exists. And really simply move and breathe. Right. And if you're rocking around side to side, find your way back to the center, to stillness. And then hug your knees all the way back into the chest. Take a big full squeeze. Inhale. And when you exhale, lengthen out the legs and let the feet flop open. Arms down by the sides and turn the palms of your hands to face up. If you're like wearing your shoulders like earrings, if they're up high, see if you can just drop your shoulder blades down towards your feet. Create a little space in the neck. If you're turned to one side or the other, can you just bring yourself to center? And simply notice yourself relinquishing, just releasing any control here over your body. So even your breath, just letting it do its thing. Not trying to hold yourself up or hold a certain position, but just exhaling and dropping in. Yesterday, at a work conference, I ran into someone who had taken my yoga class before, which is like a strange collision of my worlds. And they were telling me about a yoga retreat they went on once. And I was telling them about the first yoga retreat experience I ever had. It went something, at least in my memory, like this. My mom and I got into an argument about something, and it was like we were competing to demonstrate who had found more inner peace, like who was more present in the moment or in the practice. Like, you're not coachable, I'm so present. Who fights like that? But I think I was trying to capture, when I look back, like this idea of what inner peace and what being present looks like. Um, and so I really like this quote that I shared with you at the beginning. Inner peace is not always a pristine calmness. Sometimes it is accepting the tension inside of you without reacting to it, literally feeling it without reinforcing it, and then gently moving through your day, or moving gently through your day. So just a little food for thought. You can take any movement you need to find your way up to a comfortable seat. And when you get to a comfortable seat, just bringing hands to heart center, palms together to touch. Nobody is, yeah, nobody's fully present all of the time. I don't care what they say. Right? It's not a thing I think that humans are capable of. It's not about getting to this place of total inner calmness where like life is perfect. It's just about learning how to respond to life when it's not, or being as in the moment as you can in those moments, right? That are amazing and the moments that are tough. So with that, just honor that ability in you to practice, to show up, to just get better and better at showing up. Namaste. You can turn off the recording. That's my mom, but I can't seem to turn it off. We're going to keep it recording forever. Now, there we go.